Hello students, good morning. So in the previous class we solved problem number 3 and we just move on to problem number 4. Again, this is very simple. You need to calculate the total sale figure. They have given the opening balance of debtor as well as closing balance of debtors, right? Then they have given the opening balance of bills receivable and the closing balance of bills receivable. Means you have to prepare bills receivable account first, then you have to transfer the balance to the debtor account. Then you have to close the debtor account by transferring the balance to credit sale. Then you have to calculate total sale. It is just like the similar problem to the problem number 3. It is similar to problem number 3. Okay. So where you have to prepare the bills receivable account, the debtors account, then you have to find total sale. When compared to problem number 3, it is very easy. We have only few transactions. You can see only the few transactions, right? So first you take down the problem. Okay. First you copy down the problem. From the following information, calculate total sales. From the following information, calculate total sales. Opening debtors 15,000. Opening debtors 15,000. Closing debtors 18,000. Cash and bills receivable received from debtors. Cash and bills receivable received from debtors 30,000. Cash and bills receivable received from debtors 30,000. Opening bills receivable 8,000. Opening bills receivable 8,000. Bills receivable received during the year 16,000. Bills receivable received during the year 16,000. Closing bills receivable 10,000. Closing bills receivable 10,000. Bad debts return of 1,000. Cash sales during the year rupees 25,000. Cash sales during the year rupees 25,000. Okay, first we'll discuss the problem. Later we'll solve this problem. Okay, first we'll discuss. So first you have to calculate what is the total sale. No, they asked you to calculate what is total sale. So for total sale, you need cash sale and credit sale. Cash sale ready figure it is given in the problem, but you need to know the credit sale. To know the credit sale, you have to prepare ledger account, that is debtor account. So they have given information regarding the debtors account. Along with that, they have given information regarding the bills receivable account. So first you have to prepare bills receivable account. Okay, so you have to start with bills receivable account, then debtors account, then you have to find the total sale. First we'll pass the journal entry. Okay, now what is the first thing? That is opening debtor. Opening debtor, which side balance it is, debit or credit? And so debtor is an asset, so it is a debit balance. Closing debtors, closing debtors, so it's a credit balance. Next, cash and bills receivable received from debtor. So this is something different. See that cash and bills receivable received from debtor. Actually, the cash received from debtor we pass the different entry. Bills receivable we pass the different entry. Different entry. What is the journal entry? Actually, you are going to pass cash received from debtor. So journal entry will be cash account debit to debtors account. If it is bills receivable received from debtor, so the journal entry will be bills receivable account debit to debtors account. But the sum, that the total figure has been given, that is 30,000. Cash and bills receivable together, it is 30,000. Now what is cash received? What is bills receivable received? Now you see the fifth item, the fifth transaction. You just see the fifth transaction. Bills receivable received during the year 16,000. Okay. Again, that is something connected to bills receivable. So bills receivable received during the year. What is the journal entry that you are going to pass? It is bills receivable account debit to debtors account. It is bills receivable account debit to debtors account. That is the journal entry you are going to pass for bills receivable received. So bills receivable received, it is bills receivable account debit to debtors account 16,000. So cash and bills receivable received total 30,000, out of which 16,000 that is bills receivable received, then the remaining will be cash received. So I repeat, cash and bills receivable received together it is 30,000. But bills receivable received is 16,000, that is transaction number 5, means the remaining will be cash received. So cash received will be 14,000, bills receivable received will be 16,000. Then we are opening, here it is opening bills receivable balance. We have closing bills receivable balance. Bad debt written off, it is a debit side. Bad debts account debit to debtors account. So bad debts written off. Then you have cash sale. It is needed to calculate total sale. We have next. Okay, draw the lines for bills receivable account. Draw the lines. Bills receivable account debit. Sorry, bills receivable account. Particulars amount in rupees. Particulars amount in rupees. Particulars amount in rupees. Particulars amount in rupees. Okay, first you have to start with opening balance. Alright, to balance brought down 8,000. That is the opening bills receivable balance. Fourth transaction, opening bills receivable 8,000. Okay, next, that is bills receivable received during the year. What is the journal entry? Bills receivable account debit to debtors account. Bills receivable account debit to debtors account. In bills receivable, it is to debtors account. In bills receivable, it is to debtors account 16,000. So first you have to start with the opening balance, that is to balance brought 8,000. Next, that is bills receivable received. So the journal entry will be bills receivable account debit to debtors account. So in bills receivable account, it is to debtors account 16,000. The next one, that is closing balance. We don't have any other transaction that is affecting your bills receivable account. So next you record the closing balance. Leave one line, then you record by balance carried down, because here it is debit side is more. So the balancing figure we have to write on the credit side, but closing balance is recorded at the end. All the transactions, after recording all the transactions, you have to record the closing balance. So leave one line, then you write by balance carried down 10,000. That is closing bills receivable balance by balance carried down. So next you find out the total. Your debit side is more, so find out the total. It is 24,000. 24,000. Now, if the debit side is total, if the debit side is lesser than the credit side, the balancing figure is transferred to debtors account. If credit side total is less, then the balancing figure is transferred to cash account, which I already explained you in the previous problem. So in the previous class, I explained you the balancing figure of the bills receivable. If it is credit side, then that is cash account. If it is on the debit side, then that is debtors account. So here it is by cash account balancing figure 14,000. Okay, next we'll prepare the debtors account. So draw the lines for debtors account. So debtors account, particulars amount in rupees, particulars amount in rupees. So first you have to start with opening balance. So opening debtor balance 15,000. So it is to balance brought down 15,000. To balance brought down 15,000. To balance brought down 15,000. Now cash and bills receivable received from the debtor 30,000. So cash received from debtor, the journal entry will be cash account debit to bills receivable. Sorry, cash account debit to debtors account. Bills receivable received, bills receivable account debit to debtors account. So bills receivable debit to debtors account is just now recorded in the bills receivable 16,000. So remaining 14,000, that is out of 30,000, 16,000 is a bills receivable received. Remaining 14,000 will be cash received. So right, by cash account 30,000 minus 16,000, it comes to 14,000. That is cash received. By cash account 14,000. By cash account 14,000. Next, bills receivable received during the year. So journal entry will be bills receivable account debit to debtors account. See, first entry we have passed in bills receivable. Bills receivable account debit to debtors account. So in debtors account, it is by bills receivable. It is by bills receivable. Correct? In bills receivable account, it is to debtor. So in debtors account, it is by bills receivable account. So in next entry, in debtors account, it is by bills receivable account 16,000. By bills receivable account 16,000. So total the cash received and bills receivable received comes to 30,000. Correct? So total it comes to 30,000. See, the cash and bills receivable received from debtor 30,000. So cash received 14,000. Cash received 14,000. Then bills receivable received 16,000. Total it comes to 30,000. Total it comes to 30,000. So by bills receivable account 16,000. Okay, next one. Closing bills receivable, it is already recorded. Bad debts written off. So journal entry will be bad debts account debit to debtors account. So it is by bad debts account 1000. By bad debts account 1000. By bad debts account 1000. Okay, next. After bad debts, the closing balance. So write by balance carried down 18,000. By balance carried down 18,000. Okay, before writing closing balance, you have to see the bills receivable account, whether any entry that is relating to debtors account. First, you have to notice that. So here we have, see here we have debtors account, right? Debtors account 16,000. Here we have by bills receivable 16,000. So this we have recorded. So we don't have any other transactions regarding the debtors account. So we end up with closing balance. So write by balance carried down 18,000. So after writing closing balance, you have to find the total. So calculate what is the total balance. Take out your calculators and find out the total balance. Find out the total of debtors account. So the total will be 49,000. So the balancing figure, if it is debit side, then it is transferred to credit sales account. That is balancing figure. So balancing figure of 34,000. So credit sale balancing figure 34,000. Okay, next you have to calculate the total sale. So total sale is equals to cash sale plus credit sale. So cash sale figure it is already given in the in your problem. The last one, the credit sale just now you calculated. So find out what is total sale. So calculate what is total sale. So cash sale 25,000 plus credit sale 34,000. So total it comes to rupees 59,000. So your total sale, so it comes to 59,000. Total sale 59,000. Okay, so this is illustration number 4. So you have one homework problem. Okay, first you take down the homework problem. The instruction will be given later. Okay, first you take down the homework problem. So this is your homework problem. First you take down the problem. From the following, find out credit sales. So balance as on 1/1/2018. So 1/1/2018 means that is the opening date. So the opening balance of debtor and bills receivable is given. Right, balance as on 1/1/2018, debtors rupees 90,000, bills receivable rupees 29,000. Next, bills receivable encashed during the year 2018. Bills receivable encashed during the year 2018, rupees 60,000. 60,000. Cash received from debtors, rupees 72,000. Bad debts written off, rupees 1,200. Bad debts written off, rupees 1,200. Return outward, rupees 1,000. So return outward means that is purchase return. So purchase return will not affect your debtor as well as bills receivable account. So return outward will not affect your ledger account. Okay, well, the ledger account what you are preparing now, it will not affect your ledger account. So it is just given to misguide you. And then you ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ item ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದು, so ಅದನ್ನು record ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next, return inward, rupees 2,000. Return inward, rupees 2,000. Bills receivable dishonored, rupees 6,000. Bills receivable dishonored, rupees 6,000. Cash sale, rupees 10,000. Cash sale, rupees 10,000. Balance as on 31st December 2018. Balance as on 31st December 2018. Debtors rupees 27,200. Debtors rupees 27,200. Bills receivable 68,000. Debtor 27,200. Bills receivable 68,000. Okay, this is the homework problem. Now listen. You have to solve this homework problem. Then you have to take the pic of that. Then you have to send it to me through WhatsApp. Homework problem and solve ಮಾಡಿ pic ತೆಗೆದು ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಗೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಯು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಟು ಮೀ. ನನಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಪಿಕ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯು ಸೆಂಡ್ ದ ಪಿಕ್, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಪಿಕ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದಿ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ನನಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಉಂಟು. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Take the pic of that, send it personally to my WhatsApp number, not in SMC group. Online group alli send ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Send it personally to my WhatsApp number. Mention your name below the pic. Pic send ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ just type your name and you send it to me. Okay, your name as well as your roll number. Your name as well as your roll number. I repeat, solve the problem individually. ತಪ್ಪಿರ್ಲಿ ಸರಿ ಇರ್ಲಿ, it is secondary for me, but you have to solve, you have to give a try. If it is right, well and good. If it is wrong, then you can correct yourself. Okay, I will correct and I will tell you where you are wrong, but don't copy that. You don't copy the answer, or you don't send the pic of others. Okay, solve the problem, take the pic of the homework problem, send it to my personal WhatsApp number, not in a group. After sending the pic, you have to mention your name as well as roll number. Okay, roll number and your name you have to mention. Okay, if there is any mistake in the problem, I will correct you. Okay, so you have to send it by evening, because this class will end in the morning session itself. In the evening you have to send, okay, because next day we will continue with the next practical problem. So before that it is better to send in the evening itself or in the night. Okay, solve individually, don't copy this. Okay, so this is the homework problem. So I will end till today's class till here. In the next class we'll continue with the next practical problem. Okay, thank you.